What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us here today on the VSO Gun Channel. We got another short one coming your way, continuing our 30 days of VSO, which is basically a concerted push towards 200,000 subscribers, basically doing a whole bunch of answering of questions and small experiments and stuff like that. If you guys aren't subbed up, make sure that you smash that subscribe button down below and also turn on those notifications so that you guys know when I have a good idea. Now, that said, if you guys have questions, you can also leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll add them to the list of things to do. And if they're really good ones, they'll get their own dedicated video. Now, today, we're talking about the places that AR-15s break. And really, there are two that come to mind that I have seen most prevalently in my career. I've seen probably one of every type of breakage of every single part on the AR-15. However, there are two that stand above the rest, and they can all be found right here on the bolt. So if you guys aren't familiar, you got all these parts right here that make up the bolt and carrier. We don't really need all of these ones over here except for this cam pin. And basically the first weakness you can see right there on the bolt, there's a big hole through it. And on either side of that hole are some thin wings, thin relative to, say, the girth of the rest of the bolt. So guys, it looks like a weakness, and it is a weakness. So I've probably seen somewhere between 5 and 10, so probably about 8 bolts, either A, crack on one side or the other, or completely shatter, break in half. And the reason why is basically you have a cam pin that goes right there, and it's a high stress part. The whole thing is being rotated on that axis, and it just provides a lot of stress there, and it's a good point of failure. Now, I do have a video out on the HMB bolt, which basically addresses this issue. It basically fills in one whole side of that thing so you get some extra girth on the bolt. I'll have a link in the description box down below so you guys can go find that and learn more about that bolt. It is my recommended bolt. Look at me doing all this lying, guys. So I said that we weren't going to need any other parts, but now we need the firing pin to get to the next one. And if we push out the retainer pin here for the extractor, we're going to go take a look at the extractor. So here I am lying again. There are actually two places of breakage that I see commonly on AR-15s on the extractor. So we're going to say that this part breaks, and it's our second part that breaks most prevalently, but there are actually two places that it breaks. The one that everybody checks is right there at the extractor claw. And usually that's because they don't have to take the actual extractor out to check it. You can look right at it and see if it's missing a chunk out of it, or it's got a chip or something like that, or it's just getting dull. They're relatively inexpensive to replace too, so that is a really good place to look to see if the thing is wearing out or not. The place that everybody forgets to check is right there on those wings. Now, across my career, I've seen approximately 20 broken extractors. And I want to say that a good 3/4 of those were broken here at one of these two, or if not both of those wings. And only about 5 of them were actually missing a chunk out of the front of the extractor. So there you guys have it. That's how ARs typically break. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other moving parts inside the AR that can clearly go awry and clearly break, but those are the ones that I find most prevalently cause the issues in the gun. Obviously, springs wear out and things like that, but this is what I would call an actual parts breakage that will absolutely shut down the gun. So I hope that you guys learned something here today. If you guys did, again, make sure you smash that subscribe button, share the video around, and hopefully we'll see you guys on a future video.